Hi everybody. So in this video, we're just working up the right skins, or right skin, sorry, which is just as rivet, 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 put on new piece, rivet, rivet, rivet. And my buddy Ted comes and joins me. Let's see, Pitfalls. It's all pretty straightforward. It's really easy. The only thing that you have to do if you're doing a nose wheel is they say in the instructions, if bolts are in the way, take them off, put the rivets on, then put the bolts back in. The only bolts that get in the way are the ones of the landing gear brace. And I'm not taking that crap off anymore. Those are torqued in place. There's torque marker on it. They're staying. So I did the right thing. I manned up. And in the 3 locations where it was getting in the way, I used pop rivets. Pardon me. May the Vans community forgive me. Oh, and that's nice the camera falls. Okay, so outside of that, let's see. We just got back from our annual pilgrimage up to Boonville. Every year we do a fly-in in Boonville, California, in the beautiful Anderson Valley. Kirk and Cindy, who host this, have a house. They live up there, and they have a hangar out the back of their property where buttresses up to the county airport. Simple little, just, I think it's 3,200 feet. Can't remember off the top of my head. Just single strip, asphalt, beautiful. So we fly in every year, and it's fantastic. They also have an airport day. So people come in, see planes, they get rides. Then we have a big potluck dinner afterwards, and all the wine and beer is provided by people bring home brew, but the local wineries, donate some wine, and the Anderson Valley Brewery donates beer, and they're good beer, real good. And there's something called OFA, O-F-F-A, which is the Old Farts Flying Association. So every year they indoctrinate a new member. In fact, here's some pictures. I don't know why. Yeah, so I've already been putting some pictures up. Here's a picture of the hangar. It's gorgeous. At the end, they indoctrinate a new member every year. And then we salute all the members that have flown west. For those that aren't in aviation, when a pilot passes away, we call that that they have flown west. So we have a big shot for them. Face west and salute. And then we just continue with the fun and merriment. The runway's not lit, so at night, and it's also the weekend of the Perseid meteor shower. So what we do is we go lay out on the runway, usually have a cigar or something like that, pass some wine around, watch the meteor shower. It's a lot of fun. And there's no lights on the runway, so it's closed at night. We don't have to worry about someone landing on top of us. And then we fly back. Of course, we're camping out the whole time, too, which is a blast. So I do have a small rant about that. So, to pilots that still think it's a good idea, especially in crowded airspace like Northern California, to fly around into untowered airports and not make radio calls, go f*** yourselves. You're the reason that aviation is dangerous. So we're flying back, and we like to stop for fuel so that so that the planes are fueled up before we, button them up and done for the day for the next person. So we stop in Petaluma, a nice little town in Marin County, or it might be in Sonoma County. Anyway, it's just north of San Francisco. So I fly in, everything's great. Of course, I was hungover. I was very hungover, so I was flying with my buddy Colin, or he was flying with me just in case. Because, it's warm, there's turbulence. I didn't want to start yuking all outside the plane and then lose control. I wouldn't have, but, just to be safe. Anyway, we land, we fuel, everything's great. So my friend Liz is behind me, about 10, 15 miles. She comes in, and there was a couple other people in the pattern, and one of those guys was not making any radio calls, right? Not only that, so he's not making radio calls, and when you're not making radio calls, I'm not saying it's easier to miss you, but for f***'s sake, man, make the calls, because, so Liz is in the downwind, and hears, hey, you just cut me off. Like, cut who off? Me, I'm doing pattern work. Well, I've been on the frequency for the last 15 minutes. I haven't heard anyone making any radio calls at all. So I'll just extend my downwind. No, you're inside of me. You got to turn base. No, I'm definitely extending downwind, jackass. there's Ted being cute.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, you're the reason that aviation is freaking dangerous. Assholes. I get that shit all the time, and it just pisses me off. I've probably ranted about it before, but I'm doing it again. You know, especially around in Sonoma, there's a couple of these nice small airports you go in for fuel. There's technically a CTAF. Use it. You're on final, and then you see someone cutting you off on final. It's like, hey, I've been making my radio calls. That just really chaps my hide. I hate to think that there's actually bad people in aviation. I guess there's bad people everywhere, but you know, you just don't want to believe it. So, anyway, in the next video, we'll continue with the skins. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.